Hello aspirants, welcome back to our YouTube channel Smart Preparation to Success.
Polity MCQ Series topics: President of India, Vice President of India, Prime Minister of India, Council of Ministers at the Center, Cabinet Committees. So these are the topics. Based on these topics, total 30 MCQs. Okay, but చిన్న చేంజ్ రెగ్యులర్గా ఆన్సర్స్ కూడా చెప్తున్నాను కదా, బట్ ఈరోజు ఆన్సర్స్ చెప్పట్లేదు నేను. ఓకే, మీరు క్విజ్ లాగా చేయండి అనమాట. ఓకే, రీడ్ ద క్వశ్చన్, పౌస్ ఇట్ అండ్ ఆన్సర్. ఓకే, the first question, with reference to the President of India, consider the following statements. He can withhold assent to a money bill. He can return a constitutional amendment bill for reconsideration. Which of the above are correct? One only, two only, both one and two, neither one nor two. Try to answer it. The next question, who among the following can initiate the process of impeachment of the president? Only Lok Sabha, only Rajya Sabha, either House of Parliament, both houses simultaneously. The next question, the president's rule under Article 356 requires approval of both houses within 2 months, approval of both houses within 6 months, approval of both houses within 1 month, no approval required. The next question, consider the following pairs: pocket veto, not mentioned in the constitution; suspensive veto, returning a bill for reconsideration; absolute veto, withholding assent to a private member's bill. Which of the above are correctly matched? 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1, 2 and 3, 1 only. The next question, who decides the disputes regarding the election of the president? Election Commission, Parliament, Supreme Court, President himself. Next question, which of the following powers are exercised by the President of India in his capacity as Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces? A. Declaring war and concluding peace, appointing the chiefs of the Army, Navy, Air Force, re-questioning armed forces for aid to civil power, all of the above. The next question, which of the following is correct about the election of a vice president? A. Elected by proportional representation by means of single transferable vote, elected by direct election of people, elected by members of Electoral College of MPs and MLAs, elected by only Lok Sabha MPs. Next question, the vice president can act as a president for a period not exceeding 1 month, 3 months, 6 months till next Lok Sabha elections. Next question, which of the following conditions disqualify a person from being elected as vice president? Being a member of parliament, holding an office of profit under union or state government. Select the correct answer, 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. Next question, consider the following statements. Vice president can be removed only by impeachment. Resolution for removal requires absolute majority in Rajya Sabha and simple majority in Lok Sabha. Which is correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. Next question, who presides over Rajya Sabha when vice president is acting as a president? Deputy chairman of Rajya Sabha, speaker of Lok Sabha, chief justice of India, prime minister. Next question, the vice president enjoys the privileges of being ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha, member of cabinet, member of Lok Sabha, head of Niti Aayog. Consider the following statements. The Prime Minister must always be a member of Lok Sabha. The Prime Minister is appointed by the President. Which is correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. Next question. Which of the following is not a function of the Prime Minister? Option A. Advising President on dissolution of Lok Sabha, determining foreign policy of India, presiding over Rajya Sabha sessions, acting as a link between President and Council of Ministers. Next question. In the event of death of a Prime Minister, who decides the successor? Option A. President. Option B. Lok Sabha. Option C. Ruling Party. Option D. Cabinet. Next question. Which article mentions that the Prime Minister shall be appointed by the President? Article 74, Article 75, Article 76, Article 78. Which of the following Prime Ministers did not face a no confidence motion? Option A. Indira Gandhi. Option B. Atal Bihar Vajpayee. Option C. P.V. Narasimha Rao. Option D. Rajiv Gandhi. Next question. The Prime Minister is described as the keystone of the cabinet arc by Gravely Aston, B.R. Ambedkar, Jennings, Ivor Jennings. Next question. Which of the following statements are correct about the Council of Ministers? They are collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha. They hold office during the pleasure of the President. They are individually responsible to the Prime Minister. Select the correct answer. 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, 1, 2, 3. Next question. The Council of Ministers is responsible to President, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Next question. Which constitutional amendment fixed the maximum size of Council of Ministers at 15% of the Lok Sabha strength? 42nd, 44th, 91st, 52nd. Next question. Which article of the Constitution mentions that Council of Ministers shall aid and advise the President? Option A. Article 74, Article 75, Article 76, Article 78. Next question. Which one of the following ministers is not a member of cabinet? Cabinet minister, ministers of state, independent charge, minister of state, deputy minister. Next question. The principle of individual responsibility means a minister must resign if Lok Sabha passes no confidence motion against him. A minister must resign if Prime Minister asks him to do so. A minister can be dismissed only by President. A minister is individually answerable. The next question. Cabinet committees are constituted under Article 77 of the Constitution by rules of procedure of Lok Sabha, by President of India, by Prime Minister. Next question. Which of the following is called the super cabinet? Cabinet Committee on Security, Cabinet Committee on Political Affairs, Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs, Cabinet Committee on Appointments. Next question. Which of the following cabinet committees is considered the most powerful in terms of decision making in economic policy? Cabinet Committees on Economic Affairs, Cabinet Committee on Appointments, Cabinet Committee on Security, Cabinet Committee on Parliamentary Affairs. The next question. Which of the following statements are correct? Cabinet committees are explicitly provided in the Constitution. They are extra constitutional in nature. Select the correct answer. 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. The next question. Which cabinet committee decides on high level defense and national security matters? Cabinet Committee on Appointments, Cabinet Committee on Political Affairs, Cabinet Committee on Security, Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs. Next question. Appointments of top posts such as Cabinet Secretary, Home Secretary, and CBI Director are decided by Cabinet Committees on Security, Cabinet Committees on Political Affairs, Cabinet Committees on Appointments, President of India. These are the 30 questions. So comment your answers. Thank you.